Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 concepts in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episode. This is the episode number 11. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal is in question. The product is alkene. You have rapid formation with the reagent sodium iodide. They ask you to find the types of reactant available. The reactants are geminal bromide or vicinal bromide, geminal bromide with above and below, vicinal bromide with cis and trans, and 1,4 bromides. So which one form alkene? There is the real question here. So from the reactant to product, you might realize the question is about the mechanism of bromine elimination and the role of sodium iodide. The answer is C. Let us see how. Here, starting metal all are in cyclohexene form. We redraw to the chair form. So we redraw with relationship. Bromine or syn means syn, trans mean trans, geminal mean geminal. So we redraw nicely. Here the mechanism, if you use sodium iodide, means it's a E2 mechanism. E2 mechanism need the eliminating group should be anti-periplanar to each other and should be biaxial or a diaxial to each other. Here the bromine and diaxial group you have to mark it. Here blue color I given. In structure A, H and B are anti to each other. Other bromine in equatorial. So only HBr leaves, you have alkene bromide. Second case you have same, one bromine in equatorial, the HBr eliminates, again you have alkene bromide. The C has perfect diaxial bromine, it leaves you have only alkene, which is a desired answer. If you look at C, same thing, one bromine is on diaxial with hydrogen, so it form alkene bromide. So only the answer C give the desired alkene, which should be quicker because bromine are anti to each other. So the answer is clearly C there. Here you have to learn two important concepts. One is the once the alkene is formed, the ring flip is not possible. Because alkene is sp2 hybridized, it don't allow the ring flip. Second thing is E2 mechanism needs anti-periplanar to each other and it should be diaxial. Then the question number 2. The starting metal is cyclopropane attached with bromine and alkane. They ask you to find the relationship between two bromine and two hydrogen. Bromines are labeled as 1 and 2. Hydrogens are labeled as A and B. Here A and B relationships are anisotropic or diastereotropic. The same with bromine. Bromines are homotopic or anisotropic or diastereotropic. So there are the possibilities. From the structure and possible answer, you might realize the question is about stereochemical relationship between the atoms. The answer is B. Let us see how. The H and HB are diastereotropic and Br1 and Br2 are anisotropic. So we redraw dimensionally for understanding our answer. So let us draw bromine are below the plane, methyl are above the plane and hydrogens are there. Bromine both are below the plane which is labeled as 1 and 2. First let us look at the bromine. Bromine 1 and 2 are mirror image of each other. So if it is a mirror image, definitely it's a anisotropic. Second we redraw AB hydrogen. For AB hydrogen you are having the plane which is cyclopropane ring bisecting the hydrogen. If the plane bisects the hydrogen means it's a diastereotropic. So if there is a mirror image relationship it is anisotropic. If a mirror bisects means it's a diastereotropic. So the answer is clearly B. HA and B are diastereotropic and both Br are anisotropic. Then the question number 3. The starting metal is linear chain with many functional group. The amine is with BOC, an oxygen with acetate and another oxygen with TBDMS. They ask you to find the reagent. Which reagent converts OAC into alcohol? So it's a selective conversion. The possible reagents they given are HCl and ethanol in replacing condition and ammonium bromide and the base potassium carbonate and methanol and trifluoroacidic acid, ethanol and room temperature. So the 4 possibilities. From the reactant to product and the possible reagents, you might guess the question is about chemoselectivity versus reagents. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting middle you are having three functional group which two are protecting group, which is VOC and DBDMS. VOC protect the amine and DBDMS protect the oxygen. If you study the protecting and deprotecting chemistry, VOC and DBDMS are removed by acid, and ester hydrolysis everybody knows it can be removed by acid or base. Both can be used as a catalyst. So let us look at the reagents. HCl and ethanol is the acid, it removes everything. Similarly, ammonium bromide, it's a kind of Lewis acid, it removes all, which is VOC, DBDMS as well as acetate. Then you are using the base. Base cannot remove VOC and DBDMS, only the O ester will be removed there, which is the required answer. The C also strong acid, it removes all. So the selectivity achieved by the base is a simple reagent because only hydrolyzed by the base there. So here you have to learn the two important concepts. One is the removing reagents for the protecting group or deprotecting reagents. Deprotecting reagents for VOC is acid as well as DBDMS also acid. Here removing group for the acetyl group is base or acid. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is ether, which is attached with chiral carbon and alkene. They are heating it up. They ask you to find the product. The product is like cumulative diene. It's a kind of alene with continuous double bond. They are asking what really happened to methyl and phenyl there, whether the configuration is changed or not, and the OH position also different, whether it is ortho, meta or para. So from the reactant to the product, you might realize that the question is really about configuration versus rearrangement, whether configuration changes or not during the rearrangement. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having ether and it is perfect for 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. So if you redraw the cyclic movement of electron, you have new bond formation between 3,3 and you have bond breaking between 1,1. So if you redraw nicely, you have the answer A. Here the mechanism is concerted, chiral carbon don't change during the reaction, so the answer is clearly A. Here the concept you should learn is the 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement is a concerted mechanism. The concerted mechanism always with retention of configuration. If you are interested, study separately the topology of reaction mechanism. Then the question number 5, they are asking IUPAC name. The compound is a linear compound with alcohol, alkene and phenyl group. They are asking the configuration, whether R or S, as well as the configuration of alkene, whether E or Z, and the functional group priority. So the choices are around the configuration, whether 2 or 3Z or 2 or 3E or 2S3Z or 2S3E. The remaining is same, 7-phenyl hep 3 in 2-all. So from the compound and choices, you might realize the question is really about configuration and IUPAC naming. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal contain one alkene and one chiral carbon. We redraw separately for our understanding. Here 7-member carbon is there, so it's a heptane. Phenyl in the 7th position, so no confusion is there. Only our issue is chiral carbon and alkene. So let us look at the chiral carbon first. Chiral carbon you have to assign the priority. Oxygen has higher priority, double bond has second priority and methyl has third, hydrogen is fourth. So the priority is arranged, but higher priority group should be on back side to assign the configuration. According to the structure, configuration is clockwise. Since hydrogen is on front, the configuration will be anti-clockwise. So the configuration is yes there. Second thing is alkene, you have to assign the priority. It will be easy because hydrogen will have least priority, it will be B and A will be the highest priority. One side is alkylic group, another side is a side chain alkene. So it's a E configuration. Both are trans to each other, it's a E configuration. So the answer is D, you have 2S and 3E. Here the concepts you have to learn is the configuration is important even in the structure. For easy understanding, better you redraw the structure separately and find the answer. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.